Who would have thought, folks, that Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, with zero experience, would be a terrible chair of the RNC? But that's exactly what's happening. Not just zero experience, but zero seems to be a common number. Zero field offices by the Republicans, where President Biden has about 500 field offices, as part of the campaign across the country. And so Lara Trump went on right-wing media to whine and complain like a typical Trump. And here she talks about, and she's trying to brag about, how the RNC has lawsuits in all 81 states. Yes, Lara Trump seems to think there are 81 states in the United States of America. Folks, your chair of the RNC. Play this clip will not your chair. The chair of the RNC would never be your chair. Play this clip. These poll workers were gonna have lawyers. And all the major polling locations across the country. We have lawsuits in 81 states right now. We won about a week and a half ago. Now, as part of that same interview, Donald Trump also basically talked about what would be a crime. That she claims that they're going to be people who work for the RNC, who are going to be physically handling ballots during the election, which is not legal. Listen to Lara Trump in her own words, and then let's talk about it. Play this clip now. Have the ability at the RNC, not just to have poll watchers, people standing in polling locations, but people who can physically handle the ballots. We want people all across the country. Can we do this? I want to hear. This is really fascinating to me. So yeah, you have 100,000 people who are they? I think you guys are paid at one point, but whatever, irrelevant. But so they will be stationed inside polling places. I didn't even know you could do that. Tell us about it, yeah? So, there was a moratorium for about 40 years on the RNC. Actually, training people to work in these polling locations, in the tabulation centers, where the mail-in ballots come in and last. Implemented that passed away.
So that was lifted. And that gives us a great ability as we head into what I assume everyone understands is the most important election of our lifetime.
It's the most important election of our lifetime. Well, you know who Lara Trump appointed to be the head of election integrity for the RNC, right? Somebody by the name of,
Trump's
and you know
custodian
her,
of record,
Christina Bob Donald Trump's
who falsely signed a declaration back in 2022
to the Department of Justice
turned over all
back in
records
2022,
to the DOJ. Christina
that they had
Bob,
turned over all records.
who
Christina Bob,
either as Donald
who
Trump's
moonlights
lawyer or
either as
a
Donald
right-wing
Trump's
media
lawyer
host.
or as
She
a
was
right-wing
just
media
indicted
host.
in
She was just
Arizona,
indicted in
and
Arizona,
she is running the
and she's
election
running the election
integrity
integrity
division of the RNC.
So perhaps it was Christina Bob's advice of having people at the RNC actually hold the ballots themselves or physically touch it.
Maybe that comes from someone who just got indicted in Arizona for interfering with the 2020 election.
Here Lara Trump says it's sunshine, lollipops and rainbows for the Democrats, huh? Play this clip.
If this is the precedent we are setting right now, hey,
if we're saying,
just going to change the law
we're just going to change
it's
the
convenient
law
for us,
whenever it's convenient for
us,
and whenever we can,
then think
attack
about
a political opponent with it. Then think about what that means
for
the future of this country. Yeah, it's sunshine, lollipops and rainbows right now for the Democrats because they're the ones in charge, and they're the ones pulling the string, and it's Donald Trump forced to sit in a courtroom right now. But it could turn around very quickly, and the shoe could be on the other foot. And then we lose our country, Rob. This is not how America was designed to operate. Well, here's the thing, Laura. Donald Trump had the opportunity, for example, to campaign on Wednesday, even know what the reporters were asking him about. What are you going to be doing on your off day? Because he actually has not been campaigning before the criminal trial. Only he gives one of these traveling fascist circus events that he calls a rally. But he's very rarely out there on the campaign at all. He's like not spending any money on a campaign. He's spending it on himself. Play this clip of Donald Trump saying what? What are you talking about? Where am I supposed to be? Play this clip. Ready. Thank you very much, President. Say it. Any plans for tomorrow? What's tomorrow, you tell me here? Lower Trump then, I guess. Tries to threaten people. Go. If we find you cheating, we will prosecute you. It's the ultimate projection and confession from these folks here. Play this clip. Oh, right. With these people, we'll Will they be allowed to physically handle the ballots? As well, yep. And that means, Eric, that they should know. And they can count how many ballots come in. And how many ballots should go out. Of every single polling location. Here's something else we need to make clear. If we catch you cheating, and we're looking for you out there to cheat, we will prosecute you to the full extent of the law. It is not worth it to cheat in a federal election. That is a crime, my friends. You do not want to commit. We need to ensure that people understand the severity of this, and they are not even tempted by the other side to do anything nefarious. And then Lara Trump says again, she's still talking about the 2020 election. She's like, we all know the 2020 election wasn't on the up and up. We all know 2020 was not all on the up and up. People had a lot of unanswered questions. We can never repeat that. There's their whining about the 2020 election. Lara, you're filed. They want to actually talk about 80. It's not 81 states you're filed, like 80 lawsuits. You know, those 80 lawsuits that you probably were talking about, but called lawsuit states. You remember that you lost all of them in front of federal judges that your father-in-law appointed. That's what actually went down. Did you know that? Traditional bed sheets can harbor more bacteria than a toilet. Acne, allergies and stuffy noses, and it's just gross. Miracle Made offers a whole line of self-cleaning, antibacterial bedding such as sheets, pillowcases and comforters that prevent up to 99.7% of bacteria growth and require up to 3 times less laundry, using silver-infused fabrics inspired by NASA. Miracle Made sheets are thermoregulating and designed to keep you at the perfect temperature all night long, so you get better sleep every night. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. Miracle Made sheets are luxuriously comfortable, without the high price tag of other luxury brands, and feel as nice, if not nicer, than sheets used by some 5-star hotels. So stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria could clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Midas at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product. It's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you are at 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Midas and use the code Midas. That's MEIDAS to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off again. That's trymiracle.com/Midas to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode. Let's take a look right here as well. At an interview that Lara Trump recently gave. So Lara Trump sat down with this guy named Alex Stein. And I've covered this before. She loves going on this show, it's disgusting. And on one of the last shows, Alex Stein started lighting a baby doll on fire. And then kicking the baby doll. And punching a baby doll in front of Lara Trump. And she's like laughing like, haha. This is funny. It's not funny. It's sick. Why? Why are you going on a show where they were like burning a baby doll in front of you? It's like really sickening stuff for like. It's bizarre now. She went on the show, and Alex Stein started discussing this with her. This is how she's spending her time. Play this clip. I asked her if it was okay if you're married to have anal sex, and that was a big deal. I asked that. Cause I said, is that legal? And I just say, Laura, I would never ask you a disgusting question. Like, you never ask me something like that. I would never, Laura. I would never say anything like that. This is a free speech if you have it. You know, if you want to say. If you wanted to give your opinion on it, you're welcome, but I'm not. I would never ask you anything about that. Hold on, I have a question. Is it legal to do, yeah? Well, you know, they say sodomy is illegal now. Yeah, in the Bible. Is it legal in the Bible to do that? Like with your husband, of course. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, once you are married, everything is legal and everything that everyone enjoys. Whatever it may be that's at Lara. Oh my God, I love you. See, you're such a good sport. Everything's legal, so my wife and her boyfriend, whatever they do, it's totally legal. And then Lara Trump gave a speech where she says, the reason that you should elect Trump is because he's going to go scorched earth. So elect Trump for scorched earth policies. And he's going to go scorched earth on his enemies. That's why she says that people should vote for Trump. Play this clip Donald Trump gets in for more years. The jig is up for them. The gloves are off, there are no holds barred here. He's going full throttle. Winning another election? It's for years of scorched earth. When Donald Trump retakes the White House, I'll just show you. Someone who is as close to Donald Trump as you can be. Chris Christie. Here's what Chris Christie just said about Donald Trump. Play the clip. He called me and said, you know, everybody around here says, you know Trump better than anybody. Can you come down, have lunch with me? And give me some advice about how to deal with them. Personally. And I said, I look, General, I'd be happy to have lunch with you anytime, but I can give you the advice right now in 45 seconds. And he said, okay. I'm a general, I like efficiency. And I said, today, you are trading at 100 cents on the dollar. You will trade to zero. The only question is how long will it take? And when you trade the zero, he will trash you on the way out. And if you look at every good person who has worked for him, that's what he's done to every one of them. From John Kelly and Reince Grievous to Bill Barr and you know, Mike Esper and General Madison. Rex Tillerson. And he goes through the list. And so my biggest fear is that there will be no one around to put guardrails up. And he will be on the vendetta tour. I guess all enemies that he perceives. And that's a scary thing for the country. Well, folks, Lara Trump is the perfect symbol of what the Republican Party is. Today, the decay, the weirdness, the oddity, the dangerousness, all kind of combined into one. It's a reflection of what Donald Trump has done to that party, and as I've said over and over again, like, can we just be normal folks?